To Hizzo J, everyone's favorite Nigerian.
To The Real Life Shit.
The Real Life Shit.
The Real Life Shit.
The Real Life Shit podcast.
Hey, it's that real life shit, nigga.
Yeah, welcome to the Real Life Shit podcast hosted by everyone's favorite Nigerian at Hizzo J, aka the Anointed One. Go ahead, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All you gotta do is spell my name right. That's EHIZOJE. Again, that's EHIZOJE. And go ahead and follow the podcast as well. They got their own handle. It's RLS_podcast. Again, that's RLS_podcast. And on today's episode, unlike other episodes, I got one very special guest with me. Last time she was here, she dropped an ill-ass freestyle that I forgot to record on camera. So maybe this time she'll drop another one. We got the camera going.
I don't know about that, man.
I don't know. We gotta convince her.
I don't know about that.
We shall see. Go ahead and tell people who you is, what you be doing, and why they should follow you.
What's up, y'all? My name is Fee. I'm just living life, you know? I'm in grad school. You're just trying to figure life out. You know, we're out here adulting, and that's what it is. You can follow me on Instagram, I guess. I like just made one.
Go ahead, drop it
out here. I think it's Fela with 3 E's.
Why you asking me, nigga? It's not my Instagram.
Fela. We'll talk about it later.
We'll fact check it. It'll be underneath.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Y'all know how it goes. You said grad school?
Yeah.
How many more years you got?
2.
2? I know you glad it's summertime.
Which, I have summer classes.
Oh, tough.
I have summer classes. I actually have a paper that's due, in 2 days, but
you here with us.
yeah, that's how special this podcast is.
Hey, let's give it up for Kapila. She knows how to butter up the host and all that. I appreciate that.
For real.
But you really do be running papers. I remember this one paper that you put inside the group chat one day, talking about black men need therapy.
It wasn't
Is that not what the paper was?
It wasn't just saying black men.
The very
need
first
therapy.
line was all like, "Hi, my name's Kapila Ahmed, and this is my dissertation on why black men need therapy." Am I wrong?
It was essentially saying that black men need therapy, yes.
Okay.
But the main point, or the main question I was trying to answer was, why don't black men access therapy as much as others, or as much as their white counterparts or anybody else?
Okay, what is this class for?
You talk about what the class names are. It's MSW 530. It's a research perspective. So we're he gave us like a free range to just talk about whatever we want to talk about. And for me, something I found that's like getting very interesting to me, or I'm like really interested in now, is like black men and mental health, or like how black men and black women, so just black people in general, like access mental health.
Okay.
So that's why I chose that, and I was like, this is something I had never written about, but it also gave me a chance to like talk to black men about mental health. So that was pretty interesting too.
Do you think mental health has become a bigger issue in America since the pandemic started?
Yes.
In what ways?
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. I don't want to say it's made people like. I feel like it's made, or it's increased, like, what do you call it? Imposter syndrome, kind of thing. So people are really impacted by COVID. Like whether they lost somebody, whether they themselves got sick, and were just really scared. Like when COVID first started and didn't know what was going on. People lost their jobs.
Facts.
There's just a whole bunch of shit going on, and so because of that, and now that we're getting over COVID, it's becoming less of a thing. All the stuff that like impacted people, they're starting to feel like, I guess I shouldn't be complaining about it, or I guess I really shouldn't have anxiety right now. And social anxiety is really, it was a thing before COVID, but it's hell of a thing now. And I feel like people don't realize it, and they don't know what to call it, but it's definitely a thing now.
Yeah, I feel like COVID like put us all inside like a pressure cooker. Especially in Southern California, where you're like you so used to like everything moving fast as hell, and like you go from school to looking for a job to being in that job, and then next thing you know, it's like, oh damn, I haven't seen my friends in so long, this and that, and then COVID hits, right? And then you're stuck inside, you gotta work from home, or whatever you gotta do, you gotta take classes from home, and then all of a sudden it's just like, you get off and there's nowhere to go, there's nowhere to de-stress, there's nowhere to
Yes.
there's no outlets anymore
Right.
because a lot of our outlets was outside, right? And then you're just faced with like yourself,
Yeah.
and then
But that could be a blessing in disguise though for some people.
I know some people who became very self-aware of
Yeah.
of their transgressions versus and like came face to face with their vices.
Mhm.
I know other people who like delve deeper into their vices. So
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it kind of depends.
Yeah. I feel like it was good for me personally because it did that. Like it allowed you to, because before I wouldn't even say before COVID, I would just say like maybe 2-3 years ago, like I was a different version of me, you know, going out a lot. It's very social. But then COVID hit and I was like, dang, like I actually do have a little bit of anxiety like when I go places. Like
Okay.
I think I actually do also have some social anxiety when it comes to some things. So I think it was good for me personally. But for some other people, you know, having to stay home, like home isn't a good place for them. Home might not be safe. So it's like for some people it probably wasn't that great. But
I wouldn't even recognize myself.
right now,
If I
before
was,
COVID,
pre-COVID, I wouldn't even
Yeah.
recognize myself.
yeah.
I feel like we lost like a lot of our mid-20s, which kind of sucks. I was
Not
very,
that much.
I was very outside at the time when COVID hit.
Not that.
And now I find myself like outside when I have time or when I feel like it type shit.
Yeah.
Especially now that shit's opening up again.
Well, it's just been open. I remember when COVID was going on and things were opening, like I was the first to say, I'm gonna go. I'll be there. Wherever it's open, I'm going. But yeah, if I lived by myself when COVID was happening, I can't even say that. But the first time I got COVID was because somebody in my household had COVID. So, but regardless, I would have caught it anyways.
Do you think some races or genders? What? Come on, what?
What were you gonna say?
Do you think some races or gender need more therapy than others? Like inherently? Like do you think because you're a woman, you're like what happens in your life, like there's certain things that you know you're gonna go through that you're gonna need more therapy than me? Or us as black people inherently are going to need more therapy than like Jack and Jill?
No, I wouldn't say that any one gender, any one race. I think everyone needs therapy.
Okay.
A lot of people go through adverse childhood experiences, meaning like basically trauma in their childhood. And well, most people do. And if they don't go through trauma in their childhood, they're most likely going to experience something throughout their life that is going to make them either second guess themselves, they're going to feel like they don't have any self-efficacy, they're going to feel lesser than, they're going to feel something. So at some point, I feel like therapy is good for everyone, like regardless. Now, yes, minority genders or not minority genders, but like women do experience a lot.
Okay.
And it's because I'm not to say that men don't experience a lot, but you know, you do have those who have privilege, and men have privilege over women. Other races have privilege over black people. So black people and women do experience more than their counterparts. So it's more likely that they'll need therapy, yes, but trauma doesn't discriminate. So everybody needs therapy.
So you mentioned that, you know, people go through traumatic things like as their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Would you, if you have kids, would you put them in therapy?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Would you just do it or would you wait for them to ask you?
I don't think, okay, I'm really scared to become a parent, but I can see myself, I can only pray that I'll be a great parent, and it's like, you're never going to do everything perfectly.
Yeah.
You're never going to be like the most parent, but the greatest parent, but I feel like I want to raise my child to be so self-aware and so emotionally intelligent and just so sure of themselves that they know what to ask. But maybe some kids don't know what to ask. I need to go to therapy. Like, well, I'm going to have discussions about therapy. Like, this is what therapy is. When you feel like this is why you go to therapy, you know. But I have to be careful because I can't be acting like I'm a therapist because that's my child at the end of the day. You know?
Yes.
So, I mean, if they ask, I think that's the cutest thing. Like, what kid asks, can I go to therapy? But
And the thing about therapy, I feel like it would only work if you want to go to therapy. Like, you have to be open to going to therapy. You have to be open to, like, seeing your flaws.
That's very
and
true.
also accepting that you might not be able to fix your flaws.
That's very true.
You know, some flaws are just always going to be there, but you have to be aware. But again, it's got to be a choice, you know, because I feel like in life, this life that we have, everything should be a choice. You know what else should be a choice? If you had to guess, you know what else should be a choice?
Oh, it's creepy. I don't know, EJ, what else should be a choice?
Having motherfucking kids should be a fucking choice.
It absolutely should be a fucking choice. If I want to have a baby, I should be able to have one. If I don't, I should be able to not
100%.
have a child.
So for those of you who
So,
do not know,
yeah.
if you're just ignorant, which I can't even blame you at this point, you probably live a happy life if you're ignorant to some of the shit that's happening outside. In early May, there was a leak about Roe v. Wade being overturned by the Supreme Court. And in late June, it came to fruition. Justices, and I'm going to preface this if I pronounce any of the justices' names wrong.
Don't really know.
I don't give a fuck.
Right.
So Justices Samuel Alito, Clarence Thomas, and the 3 Trump appointees, Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett voted to overturn Roe v. Wade, which originally set its precedent back in 1973. So we're talking about 50 years of progress, the protection of women's rights being taken away. I'm sure they're not gonna stop there, and it didn't stop there on the rulings that they overturned. There's several other decisions that that were made that you could only see a massive step back in ignorance towards the wants and needs of the American majority.
Yeah.
Instead, we're being held to the decision of 5 court justices who make up a conservative majority. Looking back at Trump's legacy, as former president of the United States, his appointment of 3 court justices during his tenure seems to be what will be the ill-fated mark that he leaves on this country, even with his racial, sexist, and bigot-like transgressions, threat of sedition included. So at this point, I'm gonna clear out. I'm gonna go to the corner. Kafina got the ball. She's telling me, hey, no screaming, no screaming. I'm gonna let you say what you need to say because I feel like as a man, like obviously I have an opinion on it, but only so much of my opinion really matters when it comes to a woman's body. So.
Okay. Well, I appreciate, how considerate you are for that. I do think that it's important that men have opinions on this matter everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But I think that once men start vocalizing their opinions, it needs to be in support of a social justice movement that progresses our people, whether it's just people in general. And so when it comes to this, I don't know if the Black Lives Movement, I don't know if the televising of police brutality and all that just desensitized me, but when this happened, or when I heard about the beginning of this year, this happening, I was just damn, wow. And I don't know if it's because I live in California and we're pretty liberal, we're pretty liberal out here, and we're pretty liberal here. We're not in the South, and so I didn't have to grow up in the South. I don't have family in the South. I don't know what it's like to live over there, because there's a norm for them and there's a norm for us here. And something like that, we got the best everything in California. So it just seems so free. We are the U.S. of the U.S., if that makes sense. So for me, it's just when it happened and when I was hearing about it and reading about it, I'm just what did we expect, what do we expect? We literally are going off of a constitution that was made by a bunch of white men in a time that was against anything that wasn't then. And I'm gonna say this, if the closer you get to being white and wealthy, the more privileged you are. As close as you can get to being a white, wealthy man, the world is yours, in my opinion. I just feel the closer you can get to that, you got it, dude. But to be more specific, they're the ones that are making decisions about women, and at the end of the day, but they're not women themselves. And it's they're trying to push their religion on us. They're trying to, because what's next? It's this happens, okay, what's next? Brown versus Gore? Let's just throw it all out,
You see Clarence Thomas's comments on that?
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy as a black man.
He said, I don't know. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, that's it. That was it. That's crazy as a black man to say some shit he's been saying. But what do you expect at this point?
That's why I said he's closer to being a white man than I am. A white wealthy man than I am. You know what I'm saying? So the closer you get to that, the more you get to dictate society. Like the more you get to have a say so and what the fuck is going on. And another thing, it's like, well, I just personally feel like, of course, I feel like I'm pro-choice. Like I feel like you should be able to do whatever you want with your body. Like it's your body at the end of the day. But it's like, I don't know, I just can't fathom. I just can't fathom. I can't put into words like how disappointed I am, but then also at the same time, it's like, what do we expect? Like, this is America. Like, this is literally where we live, and this is, I don't know.
Another person made headlines for his remarks pertaining to the recent decision, and that was Compton rapper, poet, artist Kendrick Lamar at his recent show in Glastonbury. Kendrick was heard chanting, "They judge you, they judge Jesus Christ, Godspeed for women's rights." He was there performing a selection of songs from his discography, including his recent project, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. So I'm gonna play a little bit of it, and then we're gonna go into, talking about this fucking project, which is long overdue. I should have been done this, but
Okay.
nigga was busy, so.
Alright.
Yeah, I find it just as difficult to make that neighbors, especially when people don't
You're listening to The Real Life Shit. The Real Life Shit.
The Real Life Shit.
The Real Life Shit podcast.
Hey, it's that real life shit, nigga.
Alright, I know you listened to it. What was your first thoughts when you first listened to it?
My first thoughts were, here's the thing.
Okay. You listen.
I hate when an album comes out. Thank God I'm not on Twitter.
Okay.
But I hate when an album comes out and like everyone's explaining like, hey, did you hear that new album? Like that is tight. Or hey, did you hear that album? Like, it was trash. It was making more. I just need to listen to it a couple times, but I absolutely love it.
Okay.
I absolutely love it. Like, I think it's really good.
Did you love it the first time you listened to it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did. And I'm not really much of like a follower of very conscious rap.
Okay.
Like the way Kendrick presents his rap, his music, I like it. The way J. Cole presents it, I like it. Like some Nas's songs and like Common, like I don't like that flow. Like for me, it's
You
like
Nas?
I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying I have to be in a mood. I have to be in a mood. I'm not gonna lie, I have to be in a mood to listen to it. And rap is also not my favorite genre of music. But
R&B?
alternative R&B, like neo soul.
Okay, neo soul. Okay.
But I really loved this album. I think it's before it was Section 80, but I think this is like my favorite.
Wait, before this, Section 80 was your favorite? Mm-hmm. Respect.
Yeah, I love Section 80.
Alright, cool. So this is what we're gonna do. You been here before. Y'all play the whiteboard game. Y'all play the whiteboard game.
Okay.
So first one we're gonna do is favorite song. So I'll let you go first, and then we're gonna talk about what song is your favorite.
Oh wait, remind me. So are we like writing ours, or are we just saying? No.
You could just say it
Okay, bet. So
if you trust me.
I have so many favorites,
You
but
gotta pick one.
I'm gonna just say it's between. I'm gonna just say Rich Spirit.
Rich Spirit?
Yeah, between that and honestly Auntie Diaries.
Alright. No, you gotta pick one.
I pick one. I'm gonna say Auntie Diaries.
Okay. I didn't see that one coming, not gonna lie.
Rich Spirit was my. I don't know. I just stuck with it.
So why Auntie Diaries?
I don't know. Because okay, so like I said before, I don't know what it is about. Maybe it's his flow or the way he set the song up. It comes in with this punchline, Monty's a man. Now you're like, what? When I first heard it, I was like, what is he talking about? But Drinking Mama's song when his hat turned backwards, like that's a whole he's setting up the scene for you.
Yeah.
And then later in the song, he's talking about Demetrius is Marianne now. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
But he also really starts talking about the actual issue and what it looks like in the black community to be in church.
Okay.
For like your cousin to really be gay or really be trans, for your auntie to be that way, and for her to have issues with black men because they have insecurities. You know what I'm saying? Like the way like the kids and he said he said his auntie wasn't gay, she just ate pussy, and that was the difference. And that's what he told his friends in like what, kindergarten? I'm like, who's talking about this in kindergarten? That's why I was like, I grew up different. Cause
yeah, I would say kindergarten's early, but like by the time I hit like 4th grade, I was aware.
Fourth grade, I would say yes. But I don't know, he said like kindergarten, so whatever he said. I don't know. I just thought it was so like, it was beautiful to me. I thought it was really conscious of him.
Alright, this is what we're gonna do, because you piqued my interest with that Section 80 comment.
Yeah.
So once we finish reviewing this project, I want to hear your top 5 Kendrick projects. So start thinking about
projects or songs?
Projects, not songs. That would be
Jeez.
too difficult. So start thinking about that.
Not for me.
But also start thinking about the song you want to delete from this project.
Delete?
Yeah, my favorite song on this project is Father Time featuring Sampha.
Mm-hmm.
On first listen, this is the one that stood out to me the most. Maybe because
need
of
some therapy, nigga. I love it.
it sounds like he read your paper.
Shut up.
Anyway, Sampha on this hook was like a perfect fucking placement. And the shit that he's even saying like within the song, like shit, I guess I still got some growing to do. Like lines like that really hit me where I'm looking back on my situations that I'm in. I'm just like, damn, like I could never have been that mature as like some other person. Like the whole like, oh, it couldn't be me though. You know, like I'll be feeling like that on certain situations. I'm just like, damn, I guess I still got some growing to do. And the instrumental just fucking. But he definitely describes like a situation I would say.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was feeling it because when you said his placement was perfect, I was like, damn, his placement was perfect because it just comes right in. Yeah, it was great.
But and he's within the song, he's lyrically like speaking
on like a situation I think a lot of like men can like really relate to, where it's all like, okay, you can't be anything less than masculine growing up as like a guy like in your household. I guess that relates to Anti-Diaries too, where it's like, I wouldn't say it's toxically masculine, and one of these episodes we're gonna talk about that word toxic, but Sampha just goes crazy. It pulls you in, bro. It pulls you in.
Chaser.
But yeah, like that whole concept of growing up and being a man before you even a man yet, you know, and having to like be held to those standards by your dad as you grow up and shit like that.
Yeah.
This one just,
It was
fire.
it's really good. This is my like Rich Spirit, Anti-Diaries, and at first Father Time was my favorite, but then I heard Rich Spirit, I was like, it is good. It was too good of a vibe. And then but Father Time was really good.
all right, what song would you delete?
That's so sad. I had it figured out, but I was like, I wouldn't delete anything.
You gotta delete one. That's how the game goes. That's how the game goes, yo.
No interludes included, right?
Yeah, you could. I'll let you delete it.
Okay.
Because I think the interludes are pretty fire.
Oh my God, they're all so good. No.
Because that Savior interlude with Baby Keem, that shit fucking.
If I had to get rid of one, it would be United in Grief.
Wait, what? Really?
Wait, give me one more.
I agree, different. What?
Some bees. Maybe Savior.
Okay.
Well, Savior is good too.
Yeah. But I am not your savior. You would delete this?
No, you're right. I would delete Savior.
You would delete Savior? That's
maybe
crazy.
Mr. Moore.
You're deleting this one?
I would get rid of the song.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, let me fast forward. When you get to this point and those piano chords hit.
It's good. It's good. But for my, I would delete this one.
Okay, I feel it. I would delete Anti-Diaries. Why are you making that face? I didn't make no face when you said United in Grief. You said Savior. You said Mr. Moral. I didn't say nothing. I didn't make no face.
A man now.
Yeah, look, when I listen to this project, I could listen to it top to bottom except for Anti-Diaries. That's why I would delete it.
Why though?
It's a good song. It's a good song.
But why would that be the one you would delete?
Because it's like when I listen to this project, I'm usually like driving. I can't listen. I'll play my music loud. I can't play that song loud.
Why?
You know why? I'm not gonna say it.
My auntie is a man.
That's not all that he says in that in that song. So yeah, so don't make me say it. But
there's no way. So out of all us, we cry together. You'll bang, we cry together.
We cry together.
You go bang, we cry together.
Yeah,
this is my shit too.
Instrumental
though.
by itself. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this.
This is fire. I'm not gonna lie. This is fire.
Start thinking about your rating.
Man, okay. I have that. Let me see. Not this one.
And shout out to Taylor Page, bro. She did her fucking shit on this. I have a very important question, Kafila. What's the most toxic thing you've ever said to a nigga in an argument?
This is gonna be on the internet.
Yeah. It will be on the internet. I'm clipping this section specifically. It will be.
It will be?
Yeah, there's making no edit.
Honestly, I'm a very big empath. So like I'll talk to my homegirls and say some crazy stuff, but I won't say what? I won't say it to his face.
What would you rate this project?
Okay, yeah. I would rate it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
Yeah.
I also would rate it 8 out of 10. Shots, nigga, let's go.
I'm screaming.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
But how did you come up with an 8 out of 10?
I don't think it's his best project. It's something that's grown on me. Definitely, my first listen was actually kind of off-putting. Some of the instrumentals that he used sonically, because it's not what I was expecting. So when I go to like a song like Worldwide Steppers, which probably would be the second song I would
Me too.
like delete.
Yeah, same.
Like the bass is just like pulsating like through you, you know.
Actually,
and it's like
I should have deleted this one over United in Grief. Yeah. They both said the same to me.
But yeah. All right, so 1 point in shots.
No, I was gonna ask you.
Oh, what's up?
Why 8 out of 10? Like, how do you rate? Like, what do you take into consideration? Because I just came up with a new system. Because when people say rate something, I'd be like, I don't know, and I'd be like, oh, it's 8 out of 10. They'd be like, 8 out of 10. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. So I came up with a new system.
I put every album with it by itself. Like each artist, like I try not to compare themselves to like their past work. Shit like that.
Yeah, that's important.
Let me know
too.
when to stop.
Is part of mine like yours was poured?
I can't see it though.
Oh. All right, that's good. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I try not to compare artists to themselves, but with like Kendrick, it's like, all right, it's not as good as Damn, right? And Damn was like a 9 out of 10. And it's definitely not as good as Good Kid, Mad City or To Pimp a Butterfly, for me, in my opinion. And those were like 10s out of 10s. Mm-hmm. And then I think it's better than Section 80, which I think was like a 7 out of 10 for me.
Overly Dedicated?
Overly Dedicated is amazing. But yeah, better than that. So 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
But again, I
like
try not to
8 is
compare
fair.
artists to themselves. But in this scenario, when you have such a great artist, it's hard not to.
Yeah.
Like with Drake, you have to compare him to himself.
I love Drake. Like, what the fuck?
I'm about to talk about that next
What
week.
did he say?
I'm about to talk about it.
Your pussy.
It's calling my name. That shit banger. I don't give a fuck what people say.
That was good.
That
but
shit
like,
a fucking banger.
Drake, I will give it to you. Like, it's good to not. Cheers. It's. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Jesus Christ.
All right, top 5 Kendrick projects.
I don't have top 5.
Don't.
I'm not a huge
You don't
Kendrick
have to rank
fan.
them. You're not who? Wait, you like Section 80, but you're not a Kendrick fan?
No, so that's the thing.
I am
I'm
sweating
not-
hella. Y'all don't know how fucking hot It is right now. I
You have it
had to turn
early?
off the AC because it makes too much fucking noise so that we could
that's
record
what
this
it
shit.
was.
This shit's about to be a short ass fucking episode. We about to finish.
No, this is dedication. That's why I told you I got paper to write. I'm still here.
Look,
That's because this
listen.
podcast matters. People need to listen.
It's hot as hell.
This that real life shit, nigga.
It's honestly.
You're not a Kendrick fan. Usually I would have smoke for you, but it's hot as hell. So we're gonna move on to the next rapper. We had another artist from Compton as well who had a very big therapy project coming out very recently. He actually dropped the same day as Drake. Speaking of Drake. And that's my guy Westside Boogie.
Yes.
He dropped a project called More Black.
So tell me,
Superheroes.
like.
So we are going to listen to some and then talk about it.
Okay.
I ain't kicking it with no bitches for the rest of the motherfucking week.
I like tricking on hoes that bring me more hoes that act right. I like tricking on hoes that bring me more hoes that act right.
I had to fall way before I got it right. Shit. I took an L the other day, this shit was like, fuck. Just lost a Brody in a dice game. Cry about it. Don't worry about it, shit is life, man. Nigga, don't you leave, that's on God, give me time, man. Got this little cheese that I'ma pick up from my side. They ain't know that I've been big stepping. Learn my lesson if the club pressing. Stepping with my weapon. You got way too many men in me section, oh man, shit. No, this bitch ain't hit me, I keep checking, I say. How you love me, only hit me once a month. Say you love me, keep me grounded.
You're listening to
The real life shit.
The Real Life Shit.
The real life shit.
The Real Life Shit podcast.
Hey, this that real life shit, nigga.
All right, first impressions when you first listened to the project.
Somebody told me because before I listened to it, somebody said, "Oh, his album is better than Kendrick's," and I said, cannot be."
Okay.
So I listened to it, and I was like, "No, absolutely not." But as the more I listen to it, it's still not, but it's really good. I like it.
It's easier to listen to. I
That's
can
what-
understand how someone would come to that conclusion.
And that's
if,
what I said.
If all they want is like listenability.
That's what I said.
But
thank you.
Yeah, no, Kendrick's project is definitely way better. And I don't want to take that as a slight to Westside Boogie, but there's levels to this shit. It's kind of like that. But Westside Boogie is one of my favorite artists.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
I honestly don't even listen to him like that. Like, I don't even think I know any. If you played it and it was like a popular song, I might know it. But when it dropped, I was like, "Oh, the album cover looks nice." It reminded me of Kendrick, so I was like, "Let me listen to it," and it was really good. I really liked it.
Have you ever heard the song "Nigga Needs"?
I don't know. You'd have to play it.
If you don't listen to Westside Boogie, and this was like your first introduction to him, I highly suggest 1, Thirst 48 Part 2. That's his last mixtape before you got signed. And then 2, go into Everything for Sale.
I need to learn commitment. Whoa. I need to quit my joking.
He sounds like somebody. Who's that other rapper?
That's where my mind been floating. Ain't trying to fuck this bread up, no. I need to get more focused, yeah. I need to smoke forever, yeah. I need to set my roaches up. Talking empty homes with the fridge.
He's a vibe.
Very much so.
If that's his
Very
usual
voice, too.
sound, that he's a vibe.
Yeah.
He sounds like somebody. I can't remember.
You have a favorite song?
On the album?
Yeah.
I'm very indecisive, so again, it's between a couple of them.
You gotta pick one. Come on, this ain't your first time.
Jesus Christ,
You know how
I
this
know,
works.
but it's like, give me a second. I think I'm gonna go with Windows Down.
Okay, for sure. Windows down.
But Private. Oh yeah, that's my shit here.
Shout out to Uncle Snoop. Why this song?
Roll the windows down. It's a vibe. I like music that I can vibe to, and that puts me in a place that makes me feel like warm and comfortable. This is it. But the ending, I be having to skip past those gunshots because I be getting a little riled up.
Let the world hear your thoughts out loud. Nigga, pass the shit. Every time we smoke, you turn into some activists, and I ain't even ask you shit.
Yeah.
Turn into some activists and I ain't even ask you shit. Sometimes, like, we ain't gotta be serious every time.
We don't.
Like, we ain't gotta be serious every time. Like,
We don't.
Some people need to understand that. Like,
Yeah.
yo, when I speak to you, maybe I just want to get my mind off other shit. Like, why you bringing me down? That reminds me of that one song by Kendrick. It's like,
Your favorite artist? What?
Kendrick is my favorite artist.
Yeah.
But what's called like way back. He had a song called "Cut You Off," and he was all like, "Why?"
I'm gonna have to cut you off.
Yeah, it's like every time I come around, you talking about some depressing ass shit. Like,
it was talking down whoop-de-whoop, blase blah. He say, she say, oh my God, shut the fuck up, nigga.
Come on now.
Yeah, I felt that one. That's my shit right there.
My favorite song is Nonchalant. Featuring Mommy.
It's everybody's favorite.
I think that's her name. Mommy. I'm gonna just pronounce it like that.
It's very good, yeah.
Mommy.
I called you up, you hit me with the nonchalant thing. I don't even think you want me, but I could love you more. Next time you call, I'ma just let the phone ring. You acting like we wasn't nothing, so what am I here for?
Well, also, what is the background? Do you know the backstory of the album? Like, what does he mean? Like, more superhero? Like, what is the context? Because I don't know the context
on the name, but I know he went on Rory and Mal's podcast and started talking about pretty much his, and we've been talking about all day, his journey through therapy and him trying to become a better person, and him actually trying, because so much of his music came from like the shit that he would go through, and he had to like figure out how to, you know, make music without, you know, latching onto that.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So I know that's what he said.
That's
in regards
beautiful.
to that. I don't know in regards to the title, but I know he spoke on the project itself. What would you give this out of 10?
Let me see. Using my newfound system, I would also give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10? I would also give it an 8 out of 10 shots, baby!
Bro, what the fuck? Why would you give it an 8 out of 10 though?
I don't think it's as good as Thirst 48 Part 2, which I would give a 10. I think that's a classic mixtape. It's better than Everything for Sale.
Might as well just... Oh. No worries, you got it.
My fault. It's good? Or you?
Yeah, but I mean, there was nothing else you could do about that, but that's good.
And yeah, I don't know. With projects, I just hear it, and it just screams 8 at me.
Right?
It's just one of those things. It's like
what? Okay, give me an album that's 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
That's not Kendrick's album or Drake's album.
That's
or
not
Boogie's
Kendrick
album.
or Drake or Boogie's album. All right, hold on. Any genre, or it has to be rap?
I want neo soul, alternative R&B.
Neo soul. All right, you're gonna have to get back to me while I'm looking at this. Oh yeah, we can take a shot.
Cheers.
While I'm looking at this, do you have any questions for me? Any topics you want to talk about before we finish up?
I do.
Hit me with it while I look up these projects.
Or how many questions or how much time do I have?
Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Watch the Throne is a 10. I could get a Jay-Z project in here. Hold up. Let me pick the right one.
Give me a B-lister artist.
The Black Album, a B-lister.
Or C-lister.
Blue in Exile, Below the Heavens.
Never heard of him. Or it.
Them, the duo. Blue is the rapper, Exile is the producer. Great fucking project. Listen to it in
Do you like
high
Party
school.
Next Door?
I do like P&D.
What's your favorite Party Next Door song?
I do have a favorite Party Next Door song. I'll play it next.
I am in love with Jerome. And if he sees this podcast ever, I would like to exchange a couple of words with you.
Why? What type of words are you talking about?
Music, of course.
Okay.
Just have a couple of questions.
Wait, was that your question for me? Party Next
No,
Door?
it wasn't. Do have a couple of questions for you though, but I'm saying how much time or what? How long do we have?
As long as you want. We're at
Great.
the end now.
So, So I want to know. I was having a conversation with this dude.
Okay.
And we were talking about This has to do with black men and black women again. So
Okay.
I guess black people. But why do black men date outside of their race?
Black women date. Oh, let me.
I didn't say black women didn't.
I know, but I'm about to say black women date outside the race more than black men do.
Okay, the question was, why do black men do it?
Probably the same reason black women do it.
What is that reason?
I don't know. I personally don't date outside my race.
Okay, let me make the question a little bit more specific. So, actually, let me give you this context first. So, we're having a conversation about how black men view black women.
This is my favorite P&D song, by the way.
She ain't got me feeling real right. I mean, shot at Qatar. Smoke just a little bit. What he say? Drink just a little bit. We don't drink like we used to.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
Good job. Party Next Door has music that will attach to a memory. And it'll be your favorite because it attached to a memory.
It's frustrating. I can't listen. Actually, I'm not gonna put that on wax. Alright, go on.
So yeah, the context to it is that black men, regardless of what the perspective is, have a perspective of black women. They either love them, they don't like them, they appreciate them, they don't. I'm specifically talking about the black men. It doesn't have to be you. I'm just asking you because you're a black man.
I'm not gonna personalize it.
Right. So when it comes to black men who don't date black women because they don't like them, why don't they like them? Or what's the most common reason as to why they don't like black women?
See, a question like that, I just personally would not be able to answer since I don't qualify into that question. Like only someone who
Good answer.
Only someone who dislikes black women would be able to answer why they dislike black women. You feel me?
No. But it's also can come from a perspective of, I know men that don't. We'll say niggas, but men that don't like black women, and they say it's because, or I've heard, barbershop talk kind of thing. So, do you know of a men?
Currently, I know one person who is dating outside of his race as a black man right now. It's not even dating. I think they got married. So,
is it because he doesn't like black women though, or?
I have no idea. I never had that conversation with him.
Okay.
I'm big on you love who you love. You feel me? But don't disrespect your own race. You feel me?
You love who you love, but it's
you could fall in love with someone outside your own race. I'm not gonna look at you any differently because I have several female friends who date outside their race as black women.
Yeah.
And like I just said, I only have one black male friend who dates outside his race.
Do you think it's more appropriate for black women to date outside their race than it is for black men? Do they have more of a reason?
Appropriate versus inappropriate.
Okay.
If you in love, you in love. I'm sorry. So I can't really comment on your situation because it has nothing to do with me.
But you have an opinion. I think everyone's entitled to their opinion. But then also, if I don't like black men, I'm going to look outside of black men. So because somebody is with somebody that's not black doesn't mean that, they love who they love. No, they disregarded all black men to get to where they are right now.
Or maybe they just met someone. And fell in love.
Or maybe you're right.
But
you're absolutely right. So we don't know unless we ask.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna ask because I'm really big on staying outside of other people's relationships unless I used to frequent with the women and I'm still cool with her in some respect. And then that's when
you used to frequent. Like y'all go together.
I guess if you want to say that. That's the only time I've ever been like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? But she was with another black dude, but I was just like that nigga trash, bro.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay, good.
Any other questions?
Yes, I do have another question for you.
Let me turn off this party.
Okay. Okay.
Why is it so fucking hot today?
What are your thoughts? feel
I know
that
I wipe
bad
my
in here.
forehead like 30
It doesn't
times
feel that
by
bad
now.
in here.
She says that because she's not me. I'm a warm-blooded individual. I'm the type of nigga who sleeps with the fan on in the winter. That's who I am. I understand
Okay,
that.
so this is
The people I know understand that. It ain't gotta be this hot. Beach cities. That's where I'll be the rest of my life.
no, bro. Because the last time I came here, it was winter.
It was
And
cold as hell.
and you didn't have the heater on.
It was cold as hell, and I was fine.
It was cold.
I was fine because I'm warm-blooded. That's where I
I
thrive.
am too, but it was
You know those
very
niggas
cold.
who walk out in the winter with no jacket on? Me. Walk out the gym, steam coming from my forehead. That's me. I cook. You ever put oil on a frying pan for like a couple minutes? That's me. That's me in the summer.
Shut
I'm
up,
tired.
Bro. Shut up.
I'm motherfucking
Can I
tired.
get to my next question?
I go to sleep. I talk to God. I say, why me?
God,
I say, why me?
you're
I ain't deserve
silly.
this.
You're silly.
My pores all open. Why?
Good.
Why?
To get rid of the toxins.
How toxic y'all think I am?
We're not gonna ask that question. You're asking them.
All right. I'm ready for the question.
You're funny. So, the question is essentially, what are your thoughts on situationships?
I feel like situationships are a natural occurrence and they can either lead to you dating or they lead to you being friends or they lead to y'all never talking again.
So
It's just one of those things that's in our generation.
Okay, dating or never talking again. So, what is it called then? If it's not a situationship, then what is the period of time called before you actually start dating?
That's what I just said. It's a situationship.
Oh, situationships are always a thing.
Situationship, you're talking, it's whatever. Because if it doesn't, this is what I'll say. If it doesn't lead to y'all dating, it's a situationship.
Okay.
Because you're gonna go back. I was in a situation, but I ain't with that. Anymore. But if y'all start dating, you're like, oh no, I was like dating that girl. I was like my wife for real.
Right. Okay. So, is there a difference between dating and being in a relationship?
There's a difference between dating and exclusive dating. If you're exclusively dating, I would categorize that as a relationship, but you could date around.
As long as your partner knows, or as long as the person, as all the people you're dating know.
If you choose to let your partner know, but you guys have to have a conversation. So if they ask you like, hey, are you dating other people? Yeah, you should probably let them know. But if they never ask you that question, it's not really on you to like bring it up unless you like respect them.
What if they don't ask?
You don't respect everyone you date.
But they
it's hard to.
imply.
What do you mean imply? How you imply without
So
asking?
you better not be going out doing all this and shit because I'm gonna beat your ass. Like, you know, like imply that we should only be a us thing.
You better ask. You better not imply like that because I'm just gonna be like, all right. So I'm the type of so if you come at me crazy like that
so
without
funny.
like a regular conversation, I'm the type of nigga I'm gonna be like, hey yo, I'm gonna let you think about what you just said to me. Because it's like I'm not
What do
dealing.
you mean by that?
I ain't dealing with no drama. Don't come at me passive aggressive. Like say it with your chest. You feel me? You better not be talking like. What do you mean? We ain't never had this conversation.
What do you mean?
And now all of a
So you
of a
asked us to
sudden,
say how toxic you are. I think you're showing it. I think you're
how am I
showing
toxic?
yourself.
Yo, if we never
I think
had
you're
that conversation,
But listen,
you could just ask. Just ask me. It ain't that big a deal. We adults.
it's not about that though. It's about understanding that everybody doesn't have the same kind of like perspective on everything. Like somebody might not. You might be talking to somebody who thinks that, oh, we went on 3 dates. Like I come over his house. Like we be doing X, Y, and Z. And where did we go together? And you might be like, girl, we're just dating. Like because that's how you see dating. That's how she views dating. So, like, why not you bring up the conversation because you don't want to hurt her at the end of the day.
Bring up the conversation about what?
Like, I can see like, let's say if you're dating someone and your idea of dating is I date her.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But, like, let's say one of the girls that you're dating
Okay.
is seemingly very attached to you. And it's like, you aren't as attached or committed to her than she is of you. So do you not say, hey, like, I hope you know that this is just
Here's the thing.
this.
For me personally, I can only answer this personally from my own point of view, from my own circumstances, from my own life experiences.
Yeah.
I would say 99% of the women that I ever had any type of situations with, whether it was serious, casual, semi-serious, semi-casual, one-sided, both-sided.
Whatever kind of situation.
It don't matter.
Okay, yeah.
They're always gonna say, "Oh, EJ was hella honest with me from the jump."
Hella.
Like what he, like, cause it takes me a long time personally to catch feelings, so I'm always gonna be like, "Hey, like,
why?"
Ask God, bro. Don't ask me.
You have to have asked yourself that one time, no?
Nah.
You've never asked yourself why it takes...
I like that it takes me some time to catch feelings, because I know when I do catch feelings, it's something serious. I'm not someone who just jumps from like person to person. You feel me? I'll shoot my shot, but I'll let that person know, like from the jump, like, oh no, it does take me some time to like catch feelings. But if I'm interested in you, like, you know, it's not just looks, it's like really personality where I'm just like, I can see myself getting along with you, so I'm gonna kick it with you for a little bit, and if I want.
So when do you know that, hey, I actually have feelings for this person? Like, what does your check off box look like?
There is no check off box. You either, once you feel it, you feel it.
What does that feeling feel like? If you could describe it, what does it feel like?
You asked me to describe love.
Yes.
How am I supposed to describe
Oh, so you wouldn't, okay. So you're saying that that's what love is.
Like, you can't quantify love, you feel me? Once you have love for a certain person, and I'm not talking just like a platonic love, I'm
not asking you to quantify, I'm just asking you to
romantic love.
What is it, if you had to describe love, what would you say? Like, gun to your head, bro. What is love to you?
Love is different for every person you fall in love with. So you're not gonna love every person the same. Your first love's never gonna feel like your second.
Yes, but if
your second love's never gonna. I'm getting there. Your second love's never feeling like your third, and your third, first, second ain't gonna feel like your last love, because hopefully that last love is what lasts forever, right? So the only thing I know is when I get excited to see names pop up on my phone. You feel me? When I look forward to seeing people in person. I have love for that person. That doesn't mean I'm in love, but I have love for that person. And I know that possibly in the future, real feelings might develop. But if excitement, you know, if I don't feel no joy when I see your name, if it's just like, whatever, like, why is this person texting me? Like, I know that's like some shit where it's just like, all right, I'm not really gonna pursue this. If they want to pursue something with me, I'll be honest with them, and if they still want to do shit, they still want to do shit. But if not, then be cool.
Okay, well, I'll say, for example, like when in the past, like I agree that I think love is different for everybody. So for me, there were certain things about a person that made me fall in love with them.
Okay. Are
you saying that it can change from person to person? Or are you saying that it's consistent throughout the people?
It definitely changes person to person. I don't think I have one specific type. There's a specific type of woman that likes me.
Which is?
And y'all get on my fucking nerves.
What is that type?
I ain't putting that on wax, nigga. Because then they all gonna be like, I ain't like that. And it's like, you is though.
What makes them think it's about them? Let them think what is the type that likes you? What do you attract, EJ? What do you attract?
So I think, me personally, it goes person to person. So, like, no one's the same exactly. There's people that have similarities. And it doesn't have to just do with zodiac signs. Even though there's one zodiac sign.
Do you believe in
zodiac
astrology?
Getting on my fucking nerves, but I love y'all.
Scorpios?
Don't be putting my business out there.
I knew it was Scorpio because everybody has something against Scorpios. I love Scorpio men.
I ain't got nothing against. I just said I love y'all. But y'all be getting on my fucking nerves.
They are something else. I like Scorpio men.
Where's my wife at, by the way? You ain't bring her?
Would you like me to say names?
Nope.
No, she was busy.
Oh. Okay.
So, I like Scorpio. I don't like Scorpio men. It just happens like, oh, what's your birthday? Da-da-da-da. Oh, you're a Scorpio. Yeah. Like, what? How did I end up here?
That's funny because whenever I tell people I'm a Sagittarius, all of a sudden
People have a lot of things against Sagittarius.
I don't understand.
I don't know what it is.
I don't understand.
I don't know what it is.
But
do you know what my sign is?
Virgo, you a Virgo. Let's go.
Wow, bro. You see how he said it with so much confidence? Yeah, of course. Of course I know. Of course, yeah.
That real life shit, nigga.
Bro, he's lying. He's
First try,
lying.
nigga.
You didn't know.
First try, nigga, yeah.
Shut up, boo. Nigga, boo. That's crazy, EJ.
Of course I know what your sign is.
Crazy.
Come on now.
So crazy. You said Leo. I'm a Virgo.
I never said that.
I am a Virgo through and through.
Why would I even say Leo? Nicki Minaj type beat. It's your favorite, right?
I do like Nicki. Sticky icky. I do like Nicki.
Hey, cause
Ay.
she got that sticky icky, hey.
Sticky icky, icky icky. Come and get me, come and lick me, tryna see me. Sticky icky, come and lick me. I got the icky, come and see me. Hey, listen up, this pussy ain't free. Nigga, if you wanna do it, say we. We don't speak French, speak me. Speak me, run me my money, I'm weak. I'm weak cause you don't got it. You don't spot it. You don't front it. You real logic. You real logic, so it should make sense. But nigga, guess what? You don't make sense. You don't make sense and you don't make dollars. I'm running down your block trying to say who's hollers. Who's hollers? Trying to holler at me? I'm that bitch named Fee. Bitch, come and get me. Come and get me, but you can't catch up. You're too fucking slow, mean you can't. that was going somewhere. It was going somewhere.
Sticky icky, yeah.
Sticky icky. Sticky icky, yeah.
Sip with the best of them, Maury Povich, the rest of them. She gotta be a bad bitch. That shit's just the minimum. Been a savage ever since I was making minimum.
That shit was going. That shit was going though. That shit was going.
Don't ask me to rap on my own show, cause
clearly it doesn't work out.
It's all good.